I have the tag in the front, the 1XL from Shein. So I'm gonna change it around. Shein did offer a two-piece. That means you get two pieces for a price of one. I bought it because I wanted to try something slightly different than what I would usually wear, like something busy. I don't like this at all. I'm gonna change it around. Hopefully it look better. But yeah, I'm talking about representing my set. This is the only set I'm going to be wearing. I'm gonna create a set with trying on different tops and bottoms to go together. I represent and stand on business. Sides section has a section right here that ties in the back. Pull it up, give it some hold because there's no support in this. Reach back and tie it. This is how long the string is. So long, and it ties in the back. I have enough fabric to tie. I like this look. The tops has this little string at the belly part. It looks better. Come from a place where it's clicked up. Guys who are in that lifestyle know what I mean. This click represents a set. The set is in a particular neighborhood. It's from Chi-Town. It is very entrenched in that cliquish culture. And when I mean entrenched, you have the youth involved, you have the older generation involved. It could be one family can have from the grandparents all the way to the youth can be involved in a certain clique. I thought you said that with your parents being upper middle class. Yes, my parents were upper middle class and I did go to private school. However, I lived in the heart of the city. Because I go to a private school, which is still also in the heart of the city, does not mean that I'm not surrounded by a particular culture every day. Just because my particular parents had money does not mean that my entire family had money, doesn't mean that my neighbors had money. Back in the day, people who were poor, middle class, and upper middle class, my community lived together. I was growing up, it didn't matter about class. People lived amongst each other, surrounded by that culture, and I didn't think it was a big deal. I watch movies about that culture. One of my favorite movies is Mi Vida Loca. I love that movie. I had grew up around, of course, my culture, but also Mexican culture was an influence as well. When I walked out the door, I did see certain communities not treated well, and the purpose of a clique, you could represent and protect yourself against outside influences. I dated homeboys, and then I actually married a homeboy, a wife. And being around that culture, no, I never participated in that lifestyle, but being around that culture, like I had like a distorted view of things. Like when it was time for me to move on outside of that culture, it was difficult. Hence why I was off the internet and social media for a very long time. Because when you leave a certain lifestyle, certain people don't like that. It's not my favorite, but I can make it work basically. So this top, 3XL top from Shein, because I went by the size chart. This is like a form-fitting top, but it fits me kind of loose. Pants, shiny pants. This can go as a set. I like the strings that hang at the bottom that makes it different. If I turn here, pouch. It's okay. The fupa. Back in the day, we had this, the bad boy image was just like really in your face. You had the DMX, bad boy, the Tupac. So, everybody wanted that thug life, that thug style. And bad boys are usually clicked up. Some bad boys are not, because some bad boys are rogue. They don't want to be with cliques. They run by their own, and, they in and out of trouble. They in and out of facilities. They don't like to listen to authority. They don't know that that person is going to be there for you and protect you. The schoolboy can't provide that. So pretty much women are looking for security and protection. When you're initially dating it, it's fun. You actually are the man, girlfriend, and wife. The unpredictability becomes predictable, and situations always occur where there's a problem. You get tired of that. The guy that's clicked up don't tell you that he can't go in a certain neighborhood. He can't go in a certain set. He can't wear certain colors. That was back in the day. Some places still go by colors. Back in there, you couldn't wear certain colors. You couldn't wear your hat to a certain way. You couldn't associate with certain people. It was just very restrictive. No, you're not. Nobody is involved with assisting the bad boy in his activities, but to a certain level, you have to be around the clique, because you are the wife, and all these friends or members that got issues, and you be like, and then when you create a family with somebody that's clicked up, that is when everything, when a female, when a wife is like, hold up, this lifestyle is not for me. But it's very hard to separate yourself when you have a family with somebody that's clicked up. I'm Shein, and this is a 0XL. I tried to make this a set. I do not like this together. Even though the colors match, I just like the black and the pink better. This just looks tacky to me. The 0XL is smallest size and plus, and that looks cheap. At one point, I wanted to be boxer like Layla Ali. Girl Fight came out, and I thought that was a really cool movie. I really was into boxing. I went to the Park District. It's a Mexican Latino neighborhood in Chicago, back of the woods. It joined up for the Park District, my 30s at the time, and I was like, I want to box. I can protect my own self, and just in case somebody run up, I got this. One day after I was going out of class, I had my shorty with me, and the guy, this essay comes up. I kid you not, it was like one of those Latino movies that I used to watch growing up. It was so stereotypical. He was like, hey, what's it gonna be? I'm like, what? So he didn't say hi, nothing. He's like a pit bull with him. He had the shorts and the white tee, and he looked like an essay. And he was like, what you mean, what's it gonna be? He was like, so you coming over here in this neighborhood? So you bringing your shorty with you? And I'm like, yeah. So is he gonna go to school? Or is he gonna be clicked up? Which is he? And I'm like, he's 3. And he had the stone cold look on his face. Like, he asked me the most intellectual question ever. Like, I'm not playing with you. What's it gonna be? Is he for real? We weren't Latino. We were visiting to the Park District. Well, he's gonna go to school. He's gonna be a student. A straight A student. And that's when I knew it was real. I knew that it was real life, okay? Like, it took me a while to leave, that lifestyle. And I actually had to distance myself from my own extended family to get out of that whole poverty mindset, that whole lifestyle, because my city is ingrained in it. Please don't tell me, no, that's not true. I lived it, so I know this. Most people are not going to go out and tell you they're clicked up. A lot of times people are affiliated. They have family members. It's a friend of the family. Something you're connected in some type of way, whether you want to or you're not. And so that made me think like, okay, wow, they really initiate the youth at very young ages. So some people really don't know what they're doing. They have family that's entrenched in it. So it's not like they can go anywhere. They might not have no money because they're living in poverty. A family that with a distorted mindset. So it takes a lot to get yourself out of that scenario. I don't judge, but I know the ins and out of things. And I'm just glad that I'm out of that lifestyle. And will I go back? If I decide to go back to my city, it will be when nobody knows when I'm visiting. Straight up. Because I'm on social media, so I have a known face. People that live in the past, and that's their only thing that they can look forward to is that click, that whole lifestyle. They won't be knowing when I'm coming and I'm going. Okay? For real.